Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Wisconsin State Fair from West Allis. I'm Jim Henderson.
And I'm Carol Garrison. You know, Jim, today's the last day of State Fair 85, and the motto is appropriately, as swine goes by.
We didn't make that up, did we, Carol?
We didn't make
as
that up.
swine goes by. You heard that, folks, didn't you?
In fact, if any of our fair viewers went up to the animal barns later this afternoon or this evening, they could literally watch the swine go by because the farmers are busy packing up.
Loading them, taking them back.
Absolutely.
I thought maybe they'd sell them to the stock market, and pork would be very cheap here in Milwaukee tomorrow. No?
I don't know, Jim. Anyway, we are coming to you from the West Allis Community Programmers exhibit here in the South Exhibit Hall. We've been doing a show for you every day for the last 11 days from this exhibit, and every day all our television viewers have been seeing is a little bit of this set behind Jim and me. So today we're going to attempt to show you our entire exhibit and our entire crew.
They're the fellas in the white shirts, right, Carol? And the girls in the white shirts, the ladies. The yellow shirts.
The set behind me, by the way, that said public access.
Yeah.
Don't go too fast, director, please. The set was designed by Dale Bunker and built by Dale and Al Hawthorne.
Very nice, too.
Could we go back to Gary Andrade, please?
There he is. Hi, Gary.
Sitting behind the audio board is Gary Andrade, one of our coordinators. Next to Gary is Bill Courier, who will be doing audio today.
Wave, Bill.
A little further on, sitting behind the PVOM, give us a wave, is Scott Weber, our director.
Oh, he's got the soft job.
PVOM stands for Portable Video Origination Module. I got it right.
PVOM.
Okay. We have Al Hawthorne behind the videotape machines.
Hi, Al.
Next to Al Hawthorne, can we get a shot of him, is Mr. Dan Soley. He is president of the West Allis Community Programmers. Dan is the heart, the brains, and the driving force behind the State Fair project here.
That's right. He's done it how many years in a row? 2?
Well, 2. Come forward, Dale. Dale Bunker is our floor manager today. Dale is our other coordinator. Now, can we see the 2 camera people somehow? Okay, that's Jerry. Jerry Brooks.
Right.
And
there he is.
Okay, we've got Jerry, and do we have Pizza Harriet's on the other camera?
Hey, Pete, how are you? Okay, we got them all. They're
You'll
great.
notice on the front of the set we have 2 monitors, and there's a table in front of the exhibit that has another 2 monitors. For the last 11 days, when we weren't actually putting on a show, we had videotapes running on these monitors of shows that community programs have done throughout the whole year, Jim's, mine, and everybody else here. And sometimes we would turn the cameras on our audience and let them see themselves on television, which they seem to get a big kick out of also. These yellow shirts that we're all wearing here today have become very familiar around the fairgrounds this week because we've been taking out portable cameras and portable audio equipment and taping all manner of segments for 11 days. And talking to all manner of people for 11 days.
And what did they say on the back, Carol?
They say West Allis 13A, West Allis Community Programming.
One of the things the programmers do, as Carol was explaining, is to take out a portable camera, and they've been doing that all week. Scott Weber, our director, took a camera over to the Midway, and he photographed some of the rides earlier this week. And here's that tape.
Well, Jim, we've seen a lot of different things going on at State Fair Park. We've seen cattle contests, we've seen sheep contests, who bakes the best cake, who bakes the best pie, who bakes the best cookie. I got something a little bit different. My name is Scott Ellen Weber. I'm the host of Rock 104, and I took a camera on 4 of the different rides in the Midway. I want to show you people who didn't really have a chance to get in the Midway and check out the rides to see for yourself what it's like to be on 4 of the best rides in State Fair Park. So let's check the tape out right now.
The first ride I encountered was the Orbiter. Now this ride will take a person in a normal sitting position and have you completely upside down within the first 30 seconds of the ride. The ride itself lasts anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how loud you can shout for more. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give this ride a 7. My second encounter was the Enterprise. Now, with a name like the Enterprise, a person might be led to believe you might be seeing quite a few stars. Well, my friend, the only stars you might see are the ones that are in front of your eyes from the ride you were just on. It's a great ride. This one I was on lasted 3 minutes. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 6. The Screaming Eagle. The name should say what needs to be said about this ride. I love roller coasters, and this one is one of many that be added to my list of roller coaster likes. It lasts a minute and 30 seconds, and on a scale of 1 to 10, I give this an 8.
I'm dying! I'm gonna die! No, no, mother! Woo! Woo!
The spinning around a circle forward at 60 miles per hour fascinates you. This, my friend, is your ride. This is the Avalanche, and this is a quick and energetic ride with lights, screams, and all the speed anyone would ever want from any kind of ride. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would give this ride a strong 7.
Well, there you have it. I told you those rides would be crazy. You know, no one's ever done that before, so for a community program, that's a first for us to take a camera on for all those rides for you people. I hope you enjoyed State Fair. I know I did, and all the people that came to our booth to check out the fair and check out how we run community programming. We had a great time. I hope you had a good time. If you didn't get a chance to see it this year, next year's your chance to do it. For Scott Weber and all the community programmers, thank you so much, and we'll see you next year at the fair.
One thing I don't understand is how Scott held on to the ride and the camera at the same time. Coming to the fair, it's not really a full day unless you have a cream puff here. And with me now is Franklin Del Monte, who is the production coordinator for the cream puff exhibit here at the fair. Franklin, nice to see you.
Nice to be here, Jim.
How many cream puffs do you sell a day?
Oh, boy. Over the 11 days, we sell over 200,000. Some days we sell like 17, 18. We may go as high as 24, 25,000 any given day. Our goal is for $250,000 some year, and we're going to hit it.
You haven't hit it yet, $250,000.
We're close.
How many people work in the cream puff area there?
Oh, we have a crew of about 37 in total.
How many shifts are there?
2 shifts.
2 shifts.
2 shifts.
What time do they start in the morning?
Well, we have a part of a shift start at 6 o'clock in the morning, and they're staggered at 8, and we have a big crew come in at 2 o'clock, and we wind up by 10.
And wind up by 10.
Yeah.
Earlier, a camera crew went out and visited Franklin this morning and his crew, and we'll see now what it's like to manufacture cream puffs and maybe eat them too. Okay, what do we got here?
Yeah. We did this at a slow part. They're dumping the batter in the hopper here.
Yeah.
And the batter is just fresh eggs and flour, nothing else. And with
Fresh eggs and flour.
with a little leavening in it.
Okay.
Now they'll deposit automatically onto a pan.
Okay. How many eggs do you use a week or a day?
Oh God, we buy ours already broken in the can. I say we're talking thousands and thousands of dozens over the period of the fair.
Thousands and thousands of dozens.
The cream we use about 3,500 gallons during the course of the fair.
Mm-hmm. Who does the dishes there, Franklin? Who cleans up all this?
Whoever
all
we
this
can find standing around.
Oh, okay. You don't have a regular KP crew then?
Yeah, we do have a KP crew towards the end of the
Okay.
evening.
Now, is that going to go into an oven?
No,
Or-
no, that's going to be deposit first on, let's see if your camera caught it, yeah. Going to be deposited onto a pan.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's catching a pan there. Yeah, there we are.
Oh, there,
how they look.
I
They're
see.
real
Look, they
tiny
come out.
coming
Little,
out. That's
yeah, little
right.
drops.
Yeah.
Okay, like
then
a spoonful.
they'll be on their way to the oven.
Okay.
And at the time we taped this early this morning, we weren't really geared up for the oven. We'll show it. You'll get a good idea.
What makes the cream puff rise?
It's the leavening and then
The
the
leavening,
eggs.
okay.
The eggs and leavening both.
Do you mean baking soda when you say
No,
leavening?
we use ammonia carbonated.
Ammonia carbonate.
Yeah.
Okay. How many can you bake an hour? Or at one time?
At one time we have roughly about, in our oven capacity is about 750 cream puffs at one time,
750.
yeah.
How long does it take to bake a cream puff?
Oh, about 13 minutes.
Do you ever burn them?
You better believe we have.
13 minutes. Anyone who's made cookies knows what it is to burn a batch, right?
That's right. We're human, you know.
Now there you are waiting for this to come out, right?
Yeah, we're giving sort of a demonstration. We weren't quite geared up this
Does
morning,
that door close? It
the
does
door
close.
is closed
Oh,
now.
okay.
No.
What kind of heat do you use?
That's gas heat.
Gas heat.
Gas heat. Now here's what the cream puff looks like as it comes out of the oven.
Okay.
And from there they should go to a slicer.
A slicer, a
Yeah.
machine.
A machine. Here we are. Here's a girl slicing. They just feed
She
it and
puts
they
them in the
just catch
top
it
and they slide down.
in the pan. Yeah.
Okay.
Then the empty shell, which is sliced, finds its way to the cream room.
Oh, well, they're not together now.
What?
The
No,
cream puffs are not together. They're separated.
well, now the shell is cut in two parts.
Yeah. Okay.
The bottom and top are put together.
Okay.
Now here's a man mixing the cream. We get our cream in quarts.
Mhm.
Now she's gonna dump it. That's a gallon in this instance. She's gonna dump it into an automatic creamer, which whips it automatically and feeds it out into the puff.
Okay. Do you have to have a clean bowl?
Oh, you better believe it.
Okay.
Those bowls are stainless steel.
Yeah.
Those are made under all sanitary conditions.
All right. Now there comes the cream.
There goes the cream.
Push the little button, I suppose.
That's right. And then she'll put the tops on.
Is there an ounce or two of cream now in there?
I say there's a good ounce and 3/4 of cream in there.
An ounce and 3/4. Okay.
Yeah.
And these are made fresh every day. You don't
Every
store
day.
them.
They're made every minute.
Every minute.
Every second.
What do you do with the leftover cream puffs?
We
all eat them?
No, we don't have them left over. If anything, we run a little short.
Uh-huh.
We try not to. There we are. We're putting the
Ah.
powder sugar on.
Okay.
Now they're ready for the customer. And right now, I would venture to say we have 10 sales girls, and they're about 10 deep in a line about a quarter of a block long.
Now, this
Right at
morning when we filmed
This morning, no.
wasn't
This was
that-
early in the morning.
Mhm. How many cream puffs can you make an hour? There the people are looking.
Oh.
Look at all those mouths watering.
Yeah, we can make approximately, I would say, close to 2,000 if we had to.
2,000 an hour.
An hour, yes.
And what do the cream puffs sell for, Frank?
80 cents.
80 cents.
Yeah, it's a bargain.
Are you supervised by the health department, by the way?
Oh, we sure are. We can't open unless we've been supervised by the health department.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When we come back on live camera here, we brought along some cream puffs, so we sent out for cream puffs, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Do you make home deliveries?
No, we don't.
we got a fly
Oh,
here
look at that, look
buzzing
at
around.
that, look at
Oh,
that
look at that
woman.
lady
Oh,
eating. Yeah,
man.
that's nice.
Don't that look good?
Yeah, I know how delicious they are. I had one
Well,
earlier.
that man doesn't know how to eat. I see he's squashing. He's lucky.
Well,
he don't
that's
have
what
a,
I want to get into. How do
he's
you
lucky he
eat?
doesn't have a beard, you know.
Okay. How do you eat a cream puff? We've got
How
a
do
sample
you?
here. Right.
Well, let me set this down.
Okay. You tell us.
The proper way to eat a cream puff is to take it and sort of squeeze it together and slide it apart. And you got two nice halves, and if you have a beard or a mustache, you're not going to get all looking like Santa Claus.
Oh, okay. That's the correct way to
That's
eat
the
it.
proper way.
You're not going to let that go to waste, are you? Here, let me help you. Are you going to eat one?
Oh man, that's good.
Mmm. Oh, folks, eat your heart
I
out.
still go crazy over them.
I know. I bet. I bet. Are they fattening, though? How many calories?
Surprisingly, I don't know exactly how many calories, but on home ec, teacher came in one day and said there were less calories than the average piece of Danish or a donut.
Okay. Less calories than an average piece of Danish. Okay. Franklin Del Monte, thank you very much for coming by. And we're all going over after the show and have some more cream puffs.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We're going to show you a tape now of the Double K Ranch restaurant. And after you see that tape, we're going to be interviewing the owner of it. Here it is. I can't talk with a mouthful. The picture you just saw was photos of the Double K Ranch restaurant. That's a new restaurant, and it's new because the old one burnt down earlier this year. With me now is Bob Kaminsky, who is the operator of the Double K Ranch restaurant. You had a fire earlier this year, didn't you?
Yes, we did, Jim. We had a horrible thing happen to us on June 9th,
Uh-huh.
the day after my wife's birthday, so we'll never forget it.
Yeah.
The fire started at Mexican Village and came across the street.
It came across the street
Right, this
and spread.
Spread right across, burned down the haunted house in our building, and of course, it
You
just
had-
destroyed everything.
You had to rebuild in a hurry then, didn't you?
Well, we started on approximately 2 weeks ago. We were hoping to be open by opening day, and we were, and we opened up at 11:30 and started serving, so we were back in business, like we said, and I'm just as happy as can be
I
about
bet
it.
you are. How many weeks did it take?
It's exactly 2 weeks from the
2
time that we
weeks.
poured the concrete slab to put up the building and get everything all put together.
Uh-huh. You have another restaurant here too, don't you?
Yeah, that was
State Fair.
another problem, Jim.
Oh, that was another problem. Okay.
What had happened was that right after the last year's fair, the State Fair told us that we were being moved out of our original location in Central Park. So consequently, I had worried and fretted about that, trying to figure out how we were to make that one work. And along comes the fire, and then I had two things to fret about, and I think I should have had ulcers, but I didn't, and I can only thank all of my family and all my friends for the great help they
support
did.
you got, right.
It was unbelievable because right at this moment, there's not been one of the people who worked on the building that has been paid, but
Yeah. We got some. Excuse me for
Oh, yeah,
interrupting.
sure,
some
sure.
photos of the fire. Some slides, I guess, were taken, and here we go now. That's the damage. Right?
That's the picture of Mexican Village.
That's the shell.
That's the shell left.
Uh-huh.
This is a picture of our building. This is the remains. The only things that we saved out of were the barrels.
Did you have a fire sale? I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. How
Nah.
much food was burned up?
None.
No food was burned.
Just a little too soon before the state fair.
Boy, that was
That happens to be
devastating.
a picnic tables in the back there, did you notice?
Mhm.
We had 60 picnic tables burned
And
up.
what are those barrels? What was in there?
Just for trash. That
Oh,
happens-
I see. Okay.
That's on the side, and that's cash registers laying there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fireplace that was in my office. It was a porcelain fireplace. It was so hot in that fire that it melted the porcelain right off the...
What caused that intense heat, Bob?
I would believe it was all the wood that we had in all. There were 60 picnic tables in there, number one.
Oh, uh-huh.
And of course the
Coated,
building is all wood, so it didn't take too much to get it started.
Mm-hmm.
Once it started, it took off. Now that's the front of the building the way it originally
Right,
looked.
right. Did you enlarge the capacity now?
Yes, we did enlarge it 10 feet. It looks like we enlarged it about 25 feet, everybody tells us. But it's been a hectic thing trying to get it all put together. We still have to paint the whole thing. We have to stain the outside.
Right.
We can
Let
get
me
that
ask you
done.
one last question.
Yes.
What is the specialty of the house at the Double K Ranch?
Well, I guess we'd call it a Western burger.
A Western burger. Okay, we're all going to go over there before we have the cream puffs and have a Western burger.
Very good.
Okay.
You should have done it the other way.
Right. Thanks, Bob, for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Right now we've got a film clip of the fairest of the fair, Lisa Nelson, who's going to come on and talk to us in a minute. But first we're going to show you her singing last night with the Good Intentions at Rapina's.
Just want to start with You and I. Just you and I, sharing our love together. And I know in time we'll build the dreams we treasure. We'll be alright. Just you and I. Just you and I. You and I. Living our love together. I know in time.
Fairest of the fair, and you can see why. Lisa Nelson. Lisa, how long have you been singing?
I've been singing since about 5th grade.
5th grade.
Yeah.
What do you like to sing best?
Well, right now in school, I'm a sophomore at the UW-Madison. I'm studying classical music, so I enjoy arias, French songs, lots of classical music.
Tell us again where you're from. What's the name of that little town?
Footville.
Footville, as in
Yes.
Footville. Lots of jokes about Footville, right? How long will you reign as fairest of the fair?
I'll give up my title in January of 1986 to some other girl who will be representing their county.
And then what? You just go back to school?
I'll be going back to school August 26th,
And when were you crowned fairest of the fair?
January 85.
Oh, okay. All right. So you hold reign for a year. What are some of your duties?
Well, I spend my summer on a public relations tour of the state of Wisconsin, where I promote the Wisconsin State Fair and Wisconsin's county fairs. I made about 40 media appearances, television and radio shows, and I also went and visited about 15 county fairs. I'll be doing that through Labor Day.
Uh-huh. Do you enjoy your reign?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Be kind of sad to see the fair end, but it'll be nice because I'll start doing some other things also.
Okay. We're going to go to a tape right now of the parade, which is seen here every night at 5:30. I think we sent out a crew Wednesday, Carol, and we haven't shown any of the parade. And Lisa, you're going to help me comment on this parade.
All right.
Here it is. I can eat my cream. Okay, now what's happening there? Mounted police?
Those are mounted police starting out the parade. They try and clear the way so that people will get out of the way because there's some big horses and buggies coming along.
Okay, where do all the marchers come from?
They come from high schools and from different groups all over Wisconsin, and some come from out of state. There are different groups that are scheduled to perform each day during the state fair.
Okay, so they're high school bands and marching groups. They're pom.
Right.
Spell it.
P-O-M-P-O-N-S.
P-O-M.
P-O-N-S.
P-O-N-S. We
Yes.
always mispronounce that word. Pom-pons. Can you say that? Okay. We've got Some more pond girls coming
Some little
along.
baton
Some
twirlers.
baton twirlers. Do you know who they are?
I don't know
Are
what
they-
group they're with.
Okay. Here comes somebody
There's
on a
Smokey
truck.
the Bear. Did
Oh,
you
that's
know
Smokey the
Smokey
Bear.
is 41 years old this year?
He doesn't look it. I hope I
No.
look that good when I'm 41. Oh, all right.
Vic
And there we
Hyde,
have.
the man who can play 4 trumpets, well, at least 3 trumpets at the same time. The Bud Man.
The Bud Man. Is he playing a calliope or a calliope?
Calliope.
Okay, you say calliope. There's some more marching units. Drum majorettes, we call them.
Hmm.
Young ladies still go in for that, don't they?
They sure do.
Did you do any of that in school?
I was in band, so I had to play my trumpet, and I didn't get to be a drum majorette.
What is the hardest part, I've always wanted to ask, of marching and playing a musical instrument at the same time? Keeping in step? Or?
Well, it depends on what your special weaknesses are. If you know the music very well, then you shouldn't have any problem playing it.
Mhm.
But I think that it's difficult to try and keep your eyes and keeping the rows in order.
Yeah. Then we got a big band coming along.
The Seymour High School Marching Band.
But you know all these by heart, huh? Where's Seymour? Is that Wisconsin?
It's in Wisconsin.
Okay.
There's,
And the parade lasts, what, 15 minutes or so?
it's a little bit longer than that, but I suppose if you were sitting there watching it, it would be about 15 minutes. It's about 30 minutes round trip for us.
30 minutes. And you're in that every night then?
Yes.
Okay. There's some cattle coming along?
No, that was a reindeer.
Oh, a reindeer. Excuse me.
It's hard to tell.
I'm
I've
a city
seen it
boy.
close up. There's Violet the cow. You can see the back of Violet. Violet is the State Fair mascot along with Willie B. Bacon.
Violet the cow. Okay. Which one is Violet? I missed her. Here
She
comes
was
a-
purple.
Oh, she was purple. Yeah, she never looked too good.
You met her
Violet.
on the street, you wouldn't miss her.
I bet. And that's a jazz band, I bet, or Dixieland, huh?
Yes. That was a day of Agriculture Day, I can tell, because those are some of our antique tractors that were in the 5:30 parade that day.
Okay. How old are those tractors? Do you know, Lisa?
I don't know.
Well, we'll never know. We'll never find out again. That was lots of fun. I enjoyed that. Tell us what you're going to do after you graduate from Madison.
Well, I'll get my undergraduate degree, hopefully, Bachelor of Music from Madison, and then I'll probably go transfer to a different school, get my master's degree, and try to break into some field of performance.
Oh, you want to perform. You don't want to be a teacher.
No.
A lot of young women and beauty aspirants today want to get into show business. Isn't that true?
I think so. I think that it's true, but I think you also have to be very realistic. I'll be trying to get a minor in something that's employable.
Yeah, like typing. Like working in a brewery or something like that.
Well, I think you could always fall back on some of those fast food jobs.
Right. How many? Yes, you could always get a job selling cream puffs or making them.
Right.
How many young women were there in the competition?
There were 24. They
24.
represented various counties. Some were picked as dairy princesses. I was representing 4-H from Rock County. But they're chosen for different reasons in the different counties.
Mm-hmm. Was this your first beauty pageant? Can I call it
Well, we
that?
don't think of it as a beauty pageant. We think of it more as a public relations position, as a spokesperson for the fair. And Allison Berryland and I are co-hostesses of the Wisconsin State Fair. So we look at it from that angle rather than a beauty angle.
Are you paid a salary? Can I ask that, or is that out of
Yes, I'm paid a salary
the... Okay.
for certain
Private-
aspects of my job during
Mhm.
the summer.
So all up until next January, you're going to be appearing weekly somewhere?
Not weekly during the year, because the Wisconsin Fair season
is
will
it,
be
okay.
tapering off.
Uh-huh. But you've enjoyed representing the state, haven't you?
I sure have. I've met some very nice people.
Well, it's nice meeting you. Lisa
Nice
Nelson,
meeting you,
the
Jim.
fairest of the fair. Looks like we're out of time, folks. You want me to wrap this up, kids? Is that it? This is Jim Henderson, one of the community programmers at West Allis. Incidentally, if you would like to be a community programmer, they're always looking for people to train and to do programs, do shows, direct, like this crew here. We want to thank the Community Communications Corporation, which helped fund us this year, along with Jones Intercable. And that's it. We'll see you next year at the Wisconsin State Fair. So long. Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody.